Many celebrities come and go in the entertainment industry. Others can't seem to live up to the anticipation. And some don't appear to be prepared for the pressures of celebrity. Here are the top 10 celebrity falls from grace. Isaiah Washington. So, you're a fan favorite on a popular TV show. How do you lose your job? Inquire about Isaiah Washington. Washington portrayed a sophisticated surgeon on Grey's Anatomy as Dr. Burke, but his behavior behind the scenes was somewhat backward. Washington used homophobic comments during a confrontation with a fellow cast member. When the incident became public, the actor exhibited no remorse and continued to make derogatory remarks to the press. Washington is quietly re-entering the spotlight after being nearly blacklisted in Hollywood. Let's hope that's the case. Isaiah. Justin Bieber. He was a YouTube sensation, turned world-famous pop idol, turned worldwide superbrat. Baby-faced and with the voice of an angel. He was a YouTube sensation, turned world-famous pop idol, turned international superbrat. Justin Bieber's shenanigans are overshadowing his skill, and we use that term very lightly. Vandalism, DUI, petty assault, and drug possession have landed him in legal trouble, while on-again, off-again relationships, celebrity feuds, and nonsense like this have reduced him to tabloid fodder. Will the Biebs learn his lesson and change his ways? To believe it, we'd have to witness it. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan may have dazzled audiences in The Parent Trap and made Mean Girls a cult classic, but she's morphed into the worst kind of child star cliché. Lilo has gone from Hollywood wonder kid to party girl to train wreck, thanks to spells in rehab, jail, and more rehab. She's been dismissed from a number of films in recent years due to her infamous lack of professionalism. Is Lindsay Lohan on the verge of making a comeback now that she's booked for theatre work in London's West End? Should we just wager on how long she'll be able to keep it together? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the world's biggest movie star, a heartthrob, an action hero, and a sofa jumper. Then, in the mid-2000s, his celebrity began to crack. His controversial views on psychiatry, his odd courtship with Katie Holmes, and then there were those Scientology videos. All of these factors contributed to Cruise's declining popularity and professional setbacks, which included his departure from Paramount Pictures. Despite the fact that Tom Cruise, the person, continues to make movies, it appears like Tom Cruise the star is getting in the way of Tom Cruise the person. Rolf Harris. Rolf Harris was a beloved artist, musician, and children's entertainment. But there was a much more evil character lurking beneath the warm, pleasant face. Harris's abuses became public after many high-profile sexual assault cases. The 84-year-old was convicted of a dozen charges of indecent assault against young females aged 8 to 19 in 2014. Rolf Harris's fall from grace seems more like justice served, as he was publicly humiliated, stripped of most of his distinctions, and sentenced to more than 5 years in prison. James Frey. His gripping drug addiction narrative appeared almost unreal, which was perhaps because it wasn't entirely true. As an Oprah's book club recommendation, James Frey's A Million Little Pieces sold millions of copies, but it was later uncovered that elements of Frey's account were fictitious. While the author tried to placate critics, he couldn't stand up to the Queen of Daytime. Frey lost numerous big partnerships as a result of the controversy, And while his career appears to be on the mend, we'll always remember him as the person who lied to Oprah. Michael Richards. Cosmo Kramer is well liked. But what about Michael Richards? Not at all. During a stand-up show in 2006, Richards launched into a racially inflammatory tirade against African American audience members who had been heckling him. The actor and comedian's outburst was caught on camera, and it included multiple racial obscenities as well as startling references to lynching. Despite the fact that he publicly admitted his bad behavior and apologized sincerely, many people believed it was too little, too late. Richards vowed the next year that he would never do stand-up comedy again. R. Kelly. He's a well-known R&B singer. He enjoys writing songs that are quite long. He also appears to have a thing for really young women. Almost too young. Kelly married Aaliyah, a 15-year-old singer, illegally in 1994. Kelly was accused of hooking up with and peeing on another young girl in a video that surfaced in 2002. Kelly was declared not guilty of any crime by a jury, yet the public continues to doubt his innocence. Kelly later married an appropriately aged woman while still writing long ballads. Let's hope he's learned his lesson, despite the fact that they've now divorced. Paula Dean. Paula Dean, known for her Southern cooking and fondness for butter, also adhered to a few less savory Southern traditions. Court transcripts reveal Dean's use of racist insults and her ambition to have a Southern plantation-type wedding with solely black servers after she was sued for racial and sexual discrimination. Despite the fact that her case was settled, Deen was dismissed from the Food Network and lost several lucrative endorsement opportunities as a result of the scandal. When she revealed she'd been diagnosed with diabetes 3 years prior in 2012, critics pounced even harder on her for her high-fat, high-calorie food. Forget fried chicken. This chef appears to be serving crow with a side of humble pie. Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson, the actor, director, and all-around bigot, has gone from Hollywood power player to movie industry pariah. It's simple to see why, considering his track record. Gibson made several homophobic remarks to a Spanish newspaper in 1991. Gibson was arrested for DUI in 2006 and went on an anti-Semitic rant against the officer who detained him. In 2010, recordings of Gibson's violent and racist threats against his girlfriend were revealed. He's blaming his actions on booze and emotional distress, but no one believes him. Except maybe Jodie Foster. What are you talking about? Do you think these celebs are guilty? Please tell us in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more updates about your favorite celebrities.
Thanks for watching.